Hey everyone! So this is a few days after we've actually done our recording for the Stanley Parable,
Yeah,
and
so before you watch this, actually, wait, hold on.
yeah, I'm gonna put this before the video.
Yeah, so this recording would be before the video, right?
Yeah, exactly. And basically, I guess we had the idea to record the Stanley Parable without knowing that an update is gonna come out to it quite soon. Um, so it seems like we jumped the gun a little bit. There's apparently the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which is coming out quite soon, or apparently in 2020 early, I'm assuming. Um, and if that's the case, sorry, this is the old version. But I think what we're gonna do, Dan and I just talked about it. I think what we're gonna do is because the Ultra Deluxe will probably set the game up in a way that makes people who've played the game before like subvert their expectations a little bit. I think what'll happen is we'll just play it again, and perhaps this time I'll play it because as in this run Dan plays it, and
Yeah.
yeah. So it's just a disclaimer. Sorry, this is the old version. We now know the new version's coming out pretty soon. So don't want to get your hopes up, but that's all. Basically, all I wanted to say.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's not released yet. Wait,
Yeah.
when is it supposed to come out?
It doesn't have a date yet. It said 2019, and then on the website, it comically crosses it out and says 2020. So,
Then it might come out whenever.
yeah, with that,
But in the meantime, this will tide you over.
yeah, sorry.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Welcome everyone to the Stanley Parable.
Yay! I'm actually really excited to have Dan play this because we were just talking about games in general, and I guess Stanley Parable came up, and I was like, yeah. And then I realized, have you ever played this game? And he said no.
Yeah. And so here I am. And the screen's telling you what I'm doing.
Yeah, and you actually don't know what this game's really about, right?
Okay. For everyone listening, what I know about this game so far is that it's first person and that it kind of messes with you and tries to subvert expectations that gamers would have.
Yes.
That's about all I know.
Haha, but that's just enough. That's just enough.
Okay.
So this is perfect. This is a perfect storm of first experiences.
Right away, this computer doesn't seem very well designed.
No, well, one, it's like one of those. It reminds me of like that shitty Tandy I used to have when I was like a little kid.
Yeah, but even Tandy's have like a power button or like a
I know
floppy
there's
disk
no
drive.
input or output on this computer at all.
There's no ports. There's nothing. It's very advanced because it has a wireless keyboard.
Oh, that's true. Wow.
And this phone also has no
But
cords.
it's like a wireless IBM.
This phone is a
beam
wireless receiver or handset. Wow.
Look, it's very hard to model things in Source that aren't just squares.
Yeah. Well, good on this guy. Wait, what's the name of the dude who made this game? It was one guy, right?
It's not. Well, the original mod was made by one guy. Let me figure out with the magic of the internet.
And that same guy went on to make the beginner's guide, which weirdly
Yes.
I've played before at Marvin's behest.
Yes, Davey Wreden is his name.
Okay, yeah, him. He made the beginner's guide, and I played through that game, like, which came after this one. So, like, if that game is anything at all like this one, I don't know.
It's not. Beginner's Guide is pretty straightforward. I should also mention right now, Davey Wreden's not the only one who made the game. He had a friend working with him named William Pugh, who was the modeler.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's a lot. It's very different from Beginner's Guide. Beginner's Guide is almost like a self meditation type of game. This is not that at all.
Okay.
This is very, very crass.
Okay, this is very, like, this is a meta game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I noticed that achievements are disabled by default.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
All the achievements and saves mean nothing.
Okay.
Trust me.
And yeah, that all seems fine. This feels okay so far. All right. Let me just make sure that our No. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Closed captioning. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very high sound quality. Can it get any higher?
We want that good sound.
No.
Why would you want low quality sound?
I don't know. It helps for like playing on a laptop or a potato. All right. I think we're good.
Yeah,
all right, everybody. Let's get
the game
into it now.
Oh.
The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is loading. Never the end is loading.
It'll become super clear why the loading screen is this soon.
Okay.
Wow, it's taking a while to load.
I thought that was like.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Thought the long loading time was like was already starting to mess with me.
Where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders
literally Homer Simpson's job
desk,
for the power plant when he was overweight.
How long to push them,
YES.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year.
No weekends?
Although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly.
He really likes his job.
Man, I envy that.
And then one day, something
sounds simple
very
and
peculiar
nice.
happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one
just sitting there
order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Looks like he was about to hack a Fallout terminal.
Call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Did I do that?
This is your office. You actually have a pretty nice office. You have 2 tables to yourself.
I know. This is really nice. Is there a use key that I should be aware of?
I believe the only use key is E.
Okay. I've been trying E and nothing's working, so...
Yeah, that's usually what's normal for Valve games.
Yeah, well, I guess that's it. Away I go.
All
Alright.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Why'd it
Stanley
close?
decided to go to the meeting room.
I don't know.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Good. Contextual. It's true, I'm looking very hard.
Oh, he turned his computer off without shutting it down. Now he lost all his work.
That's what the use key does? He has a cable in his keyboard. How come I don't get one?
Because you're special.
Stanley
You
went around
you
touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
All right, yeah, that's the kind of interaction I'm waiting for.
I like how these cabinets are the ones that look like they have a face.
Oh yeah. Well, one's at the top anyway.
Yeah, they're smiling.
I can't open the banker's boxes.
No.
I can't zoom in with mouse wheel
this text
either.
is actually real. There's actually something written on it, but...
Oh, there's no way to like zoom in though, is there?
Press Z? No, that works in Half-Life. It doesn't work in Stanley Parable.
All right. What does this mug say? I like work.
I like
just hate
work.
my boss. Oh. It's better when you don't hate your boss.
Yeah. Makes work more likable.
It's true. I recommend it.
Man, those papers are glowing like they're
I
HDR.
know. They were like they were oppressing my eyes. This is already kind of interesting because...
Oh,
I
god
need to
damn it,
stop doing
Dan.
that. Be my Valentine on a mug? Like on an everyday mug?
I
F you.
choose
Oh,
you.
do they do that on purpose so that you can't see the rest of the mug? And I can't jump either. Space, no jump.
Yeah, you are very limited. Stanley has no ability to jump.
Is
He's
that
never
a-
jumped before.
Is that a who farted? Yeah, it says who farted. How the mighty have fallen, it says here.
What was written under the desk? Actually, I'm curious now.
Under the desk? Oh, you
Yeah,
mean
like
like on the
those-
cubicle?
Oh, it's just okay.
Yeah, like more serial number type stuff.
Okay.
The narrator's
the
gone
music
pretty
stopped.
quiet.
Yeah, and the music is stopped.
I think they didn't expect me to meander this much. You haven't
You're an
meandered like
outlier.
I have before.
You're an outlier.
I'm a
No,
king
you know
of-
me. I run through games. I just run.
Yeah. I am a master meanderer. I
Oh,
don't
God.
like that happens. Freaks me out.
Well, you know.
Because it's a mundane setting when things like that happen. Like, this feels too real for that sort of thing to happen.
Maybe it's a horror game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, God. And so... How long should I listen to this man?
Well, this is the first time. This is the first part of the game where it confronts you with that, right?
Yeah, the first major decision that you can contradict on.
So it's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do.
Let's go with him for a second. Lots of numbers to these rooms.
I like that every room is like actually like furnished as if it's been used.
That's
It's-
true.
yeah.
Although I'm not too I'm so confused as to why so many papers are on the floor.
I don't know. Maybe something
An
happened.
office building can be abandoned without strewing papers
Maybe people have
about.
to leave in a rush. I don't know.
Wait, there's a phrase strewn about the floor, but what are other tenses of strewn?
Bronze
Yet there was
room.
not a single person here either. Feeling a
Ron
wave of
Struman.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, that's what I wondered. Let's see what this says. Ooh, this looks real.
Get Chris out of the broom closet. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now.
That's good. I need to remember that for later. Targets push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine.
Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire a paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy.
Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of... Oh, I guess... Wow, that is very selective eraser blur...
Yeah, it looks like someone just used a blur effect.
Yeah, because, there shouldn't be spaces, because people aren't that precise when erasing things on a whiteboard. I know this, because I use whiteboards sometimes.
Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect.
Are any of these...
Jim.
Okay, none of them are 427, though. Maybe I'm Jim.
The slides are pretty good, too.
Oh, wait, no, I'm Stanley.
You're not Jim.
Oh, the slides are changing. They were changing
I know.
Tips for not getting fired. Talk less, do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of a promotion.
I
or
like
recognition.
that slide that had that word salad just sprinkled everywhere.
I like that. Solve a dispute with a coworker.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more.
That sounds about right. Make sure your slide Oh yeah, bevel on all the text.
Yeah.
This all sounds very useful.
Everyone is unique. You most of all.
Okay, I like this one a lot. Great.
Oh, man.
Number of slides in the slide. Charts and slides.
And the pie, it makes no sense.
Yeah,
that
it really
mathematically
doesn't.
makes no sense.
Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Okay,
Market report.
rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please no more.
Please
Oh, no.
Oh no, it's becoming a horror movie. The Boss Appreciation Minute.
Boss appreciation specialist.
This is
Stanley
becoming
just
a
stood
horror
there
game.
doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is
Wow.
why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Hey, dude. I don't even know who you are. I don't know what your deal is. You might have other tasks. You can multitask. Bi-quarterly post-review review. Okay, so they refer to employees as numbers. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Teenagers teenage demographic.
I've never
Work
read
harder,
these
hard
before.
worker.
I've always just zoomed through the game. So
I feel like zooming through this game does it a disservice, but at the same time, I'm taking so much time that the game seems to not like it.
well, you're getting lines from the narrator. I'm betting most people have never known.
I'm sure there are other people like me who just want to read everything because they're jokes. They're jokes here.
There's jokes in here in this room.
Yeah, we've seen jokes in this room. See, look at this. Meeting room. Floor 4XX. XDX.
Do
Meetings-
not alter without consulting whiteboard manager.
Termination Tuesdays. Okay. This is a little more mundane.
Well, Termination Tuesdays.
Oh, everyone has those.
Oh
R.I.P.
no.
Franz.
No.
You mean you don't?
No.
Oh,
My
fuck.
work.
To do, synergize core value expenditures. Core value expenditures? When
I don't
broken
even
down,
know what
is
that means.
Absolute
I don't
nonsense.
have the context. I don't have the context to know what that could even mean.
Well, core values are usually used in regards to like some lofty corporate philosophy, right? Like, you know,
Right.
core values are like customer service and delivering a good product and blah, blah, blah.
What's expenditures?
That's what the company would be spending on these core values. And then you have
maybe.
to synergize those. Monetize free to play. Hey.
Oh dang, that's too real.
Wait, when did this come out?
The full version came out like 2013, I think.
Okay, free to play was a thing by then, I think.
Oh
Definitely
yeah, free to play. Oh, broom closet.
Ooh, I can actually get inside. And a rope to hang myself with.
Stanley
Oh
stepped
no!
into the broom
God.
closet.
Wow, that's the
There was
first
nothing
thought you
there, so
thought.
he turned around.
Well, this is a bleak office environment. That's like, it's a common trope to, you know, pair suicidal
There was nothing
things
here.
with
No
office
choice to
environments.
make, no path to follow.
Because they're
just
so
an empty
soul-crushing.
broom Closet. No reason to still be here.
Okay. I don't know. That rope looks pretty suicide-y. It's almost like this game is telling me to kill myself.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Did I? Oh no, this looks dangerous.
Whoa, what was that down there? Like a cot?
Cardboard box.
Oh,
For
okay.
B-boys?
It's just yeah,
Yeah, it's for b-boys.
yeah. Basement b-boy, and
Base boys. Okay. Where's the
But
narrator?
Stanley just couldn't do it. He
Good.
considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Why
All
are
because
these
he believed
taillights on?
everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
He
And
would.
then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
It's true.
None of it made any logical sense.
Uh-oh.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Such
For
as?
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Way ahead of
And
you.
for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream."
This is all a dream.
What a relief Stanley felt
Keep going.
to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh God.
Then
This is
he
cool.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so
Whoa.
much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
True.
While he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
It's true.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
All right.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Whoa.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
It's really sad that he said
want
that
my
he
apartment
wants to go back to
and
his
my
job
wife
and not like,
And my job.
yeah, you should be in
All
your
I want
apartment
is
when you're
my
sleeping.
life exactly the way it's always been.
I had a wife.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Except,
I am okay.
oh, good. That's the end of the game, right?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I'm real.
125.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, now it did. The sync on that was ever so slightly
This
off.
is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy...
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
Moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
That's a lot of thoughts to
comforting
have.
think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Here we go.
Very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Ran.
Game over.
Oh, that's a game over?
No.
Well, this is Stanley's office again.
Mm-hmm.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This isn't the exact same line as before, right? That sounds slightly different than how he said it before, or maybe I'm crazy. Crazy like a Stanley. Awaiting input, you say? Is this something I can do?
Everything's slightly different.
It received input. Can I put input in elsewhere? I'm gonna turn you off again. Access is the username. Oh, I can't type in a year. I was hoping I could just do it right here.
No. The game doesn't have anything that sophisticated.
I hate Mondays, it says.
What a Garfield.
Hey, doors aren't closing behind me anymore. I'm waiting to look through a window and see something
Stanley
horrible.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I can either go left to see what's changed or I can go right to see what's there.
It's up to you.
What should I do? Should I do,
The beauty
Charlie?
is in the choice.
Charlie, tell me what to do.
Why is he Charlie?
Because of Phoenix, right?
All right. Oh man. You're totally right, Dan. You're always right.
All right, I'm going left again. That's the one. That's the one instruction I will keep on trying to do.
You flipped yourself upside down.
I sure did. I do that a lot. Jeez, this stuff's so white. Why is this so white?
This is back when Half-Life introduced
Yet
HDR.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
And it was like the
Stanley
big
decided to go
thing
up to
with
his
lighting in
boss's
games
office,
where it's like, oh,
hoping
it's
he
so
might
bright, you
find an
can't even
answer
see.
there.
I guess that would have been groundbreaking at the time.
At the time, it was cool because when you went in and out of dark shadows, like the sun would blind the character and stuff like that.
What is hot? Profits.
And prophets.
Colored in segment. I like that. Alright, so this stuff doesn't seem to have changed. And it would be a lot of work to create all
that
these
stuff's not
different
going to
textures.
change. When you see the changes, it'll be pretty obvious. It'll stand out to you as a big change.
Alright, let's see if this broom closet's still...
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.
It's funny because you're the exact type of player this narrator hates.
Yes. Can you do things that please the narrator?
Well, yeah. What do you think would please him?
I don't know, just
Coming
doing what
to
he
the
says.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Just as an experiment, I want to do the exact same thing.
It'll
I
be
did
the
last
exact
time.
same thing. Trust me. It'll
Oh,
be
really?
the exact same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's something you've been able to test before, right?
Yes, I've thoroughly tested this game.
Okay, good. Nice QA work. Ooh, this is fancy. Or as we say at my
Fancy.
actual job, fancy.
Oh, that's the legal nomenclature you have to use.
Yeah. And the fancier it gets, the more deep back in your throat you have to make that A. Fancy. Fancy. Oh, no secretary. Oh, and she has the fancy computer too. Man, I kind of hate that I can't jump because it means I just have to awkwardly sidle out of places.
Well,
Ooh, a throw pillow on a chair. That's kind of odd.
leather chair. That doesn't match. It's not matching.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with this decor. So I can't open this door. Wait, I came from that door.
Yeah.
And I can't open this door. I can only go through this door. My boss!
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
What kind
human
of
life.
an office is
Shocked,
this?
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845, eh?
Of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I really couldn't have. Oh, it's this?
Yeah, you have a pointer now.
Well,
you go near the keypad as a pointer, so...
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Well,
trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
oh man, he preempted me. I was gonna roleplay and say, like, I don't know what the combination is, because he says I don't, so...
2845.
He's really mad at you.
Yeah, he really sounded pissed off there. 8, 4...
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in.
Oh.
And the door just opened all by itself. And
Ooh.
Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Hey,
He hates you so much.
wait. Did it really? Oh, okay, this panel opened.
Yeah.
Yay. Is this like asbestos?
Just rolls of asbestos.
Well, I don't
No,
know
it's
what...
just rolls of fiberglass insulation.
Oh yeah, fiberglass, that's what it is. Ooh,
Work lights.
cheap film lights. I can go down the elevator. Or I can...
hate
Whoa, what
her.
the hell? That's scary. Wait, I don't know if it's just my own monitor's brightness that I can't see.
No, there's no light source in there, so it's empty.
Alright, then I guess I gotta just go down. Beep. Ah! We're getting into... These textures are more grimy.
Yeah, that's. I think that's just Fallout textures.
Okay.
Not Fallout. Half-Life.
Yes.
Fallout Half-Life.
Same thing. Half out. Fall
Stanley
life.
realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Did
it
I?
was a stirring of emotion in his chest,
Oh,
as
man.
though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Why do I
This
get the
question would not go unanswered for long.
For some reason, like, the act of descending in an elevator that's, like, kind of rusty and run down, like, I associate it very heavily with Silent Hill.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, like Silent Hill 2, the whole game is you descending basically into hell.
Yeah, like, since that happened and I'm thinking about
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
it. Mind control. It says to call extension 914 immediately. Is there a phone? Wow. Ooh, the escape is right here. But will this facility potentially give me the power to control people's minds? I get the feeling that doing this will be the shorter path.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
We'll see about that. We'll see.
Okay.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
You're messing with me, dude. I don't trust you.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, wait. He might have a line for going backwards. That'd be amazing.
Wait.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh.
Well.
Oh. Ah.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
How did the fall not
Stanley
kill me?
can't see the bigger picture.
I don't
He
know.
doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh, that's dark.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Alright. Bye, Mr. Narrator guy. Ah! Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait, no. That's not what happened, though. This game doesn't listen to women.
Oh my god.
Gamers, rise up!
Oh no!
And yet it would
Oh
be just
no,
a few
Dan.
minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Ooh, this looks fun.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh, it's a nice little model of the room.
So, welcome to the museum.
The set of 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of the design. The room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it. Exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Okay. Ooh, the filing cabinets from Stanley Parable.
So, I recommend don't look closely at these because these will spoil other things.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
kind of
this was-
sucky that it allows you to do that.
Well, I guess so. So one, this is actually the first ending I ever got.
This is an ending?
This is an ending. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but like it changed the way I viewed the rest of the game because because if you look too closely, it'll start explaining what other endings are inspired by.
Okay.
So don't look closely. Just find the end.
All right.
I don't think you should spoil it. We can come back to this later by just doing that again. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Okay.
Don't look at those pictures either.
War zone, like Burma. According to Sylvester Stallone, Burma's a war zone.
Burma's a war zone.
Oh my God, where do I need to go to leave?
I don't remember. There's like
Shit.
there's like a door. There it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the exit.
Bye.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh, this is kind of ominous, actually.
Well,
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Who's she even referring to? The
No,
narrator and I?
Perhaps not.
mhm.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Man, if that's your first ending, though, that makes it a little
You
hard.
can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your own
Should I really
true
do
choice.
that? Is the game programmed to do it?
Choose it.
No.
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Ow.
So if you, that truly quits the game if you did that.
Okay. And then that would be that's extremely meta.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, though. It's not letting me do anything now.
Oh, it might have actually stopped it.
Oh.
Press escape.
Game's
Oh,
now
begin
paused.
the game again.
Okay. Fine. Well, things have changed again.
Well,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, I'm getting faster. Going through these areas. Waiting input. Oh. It counts up.
You discovered the secret. Okay, so if you I'll just spoil it for you, so you might actually get it this playthrough. Every loop, another computer will say awaiting input.
Okay.
And if you keep going it up,
Stanley came to a set
it'll
of two
eventually
open doors.
reveal
He
something.
entered the door on
Okay.
his left.
And I kind of got that sense from the fact that it was ticking up, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I honestly don't remember what it is.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go right this time.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You do know. You do understand me, narrator guy. I'm so interested in this employee lounge. I say. Ooh.
Whoa, that's an ominous room.
It is actually. People were meeting in front of a whiteboard and
No table, just chairs in a circle.
can't get inside. The layout of these offices is actually very strange.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yeah, see?
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it all in.
Fuel, that's what those mugs say. I thought it was the F word.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I can kind of
But
get the
eager
sense.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh man, that was seamless. I just like I'm starting to understand what it must have been like to design this game, because it's like starting from like contradicting the narrator and constructing an environment like this, like then you start wondering like, well, what would a player even do in here? All they can do is look around, so that's what they're gonna do. Now we can comment on it.
Mm-hmm. So he said, so his narration was to say to go to the first door on the left, just to let you know.
All right, so I'm disobeying him again.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Shut up.
Wow, he's being a jerk now.
I know, like, I'm just playing a game here. Oh, and it didn't close behind me. Until now. Damn. Guess I'm gonna die somehow. Like that stock photo image guy. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off, 5,000. Well, I'm not gonna jump off the lift now, am I?
No!
In his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one
Ooh, outplayed.
Stanley left
Outplayed. Oh,
death.
oh,
Good job, Stanley.
they got me.
He got you.
Everyone
He got
thinks
you
you're
super
very
good. Now you know why that loading screen says the
All
end
of
is
his
never the
co-workers
end.
were gone.
Yes,
What
I
could it
understood.
mean?
On the
Stanley
second
decided
run,
to go to the meeting
I
room.
should have commented on
Perhaps
it,
he'd simply
or I should have
misremembered.
commented on it to sound
No
smart.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
Where's my damn
co-workers.
computer?
Computadora.
Computadora, the Explorer. Dora la computadora. Can you say descarga?
It wasn't in this loop.
No?
When Stanley came to a
Shit.
set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's get back over to the lift.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I wonder if, like, Undertale was in any
This
way
room.
influenced by this game in
What a
particular.
but eager to get back to business,
Could have been, to some
Stanley took the
degree.
first open
Yeah,
door
just
on
like,
his
you know,
left.
being very reactive to player input and, like, trying to mess with them directly. Back to the lift.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Lift, 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 lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
Okay.
wrong foot here.
If you want to be a
I'm
cool
not sure,
guy,
Stanley, really, I'm not.
see this
I
catwalk?
realize that investing your trust in someone else can
You
be
could
difficult, but
walk
the
off
fact
the
is
lift
that the
onto the
story
catwalk
has been
if you
about
wanted to.
nothing but you all this time. What? Really?
Cool.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Do you?
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
How? That's kind of weird that I have no way to prompt him again. Danger! Danger everywhere! It's a really great sign.
Before.
I want that for my own office.
Wow, that's really good. And the best part's it's all in lowercase. It's in like lowercase font.
Yeah, like it's not urgent. You just need to know.
Danger everywhere. Period.
Yeah, like, FYI, BT dubs. Danger everywhere.
RE office-wide memo. Danger everywhere.
283. I wonder if there's some... Well, there's probably a mild amount of significance attached to these numbers that is more trouble than it's worth. Warning, do not stand on this side of fence.
Oh no.
Oh, it's kind of hard to...
Can't
2B4
comply.
versus 2... Oh, wait, I thought these were 8s.
Oh.
Oh, man. I'm finding things out about myself today.
Everything you learned today
Now listen
will
carefully,
relevant
this is
to 6
important.
months. That's
Stanley
what one
walked
expert told me
through the
about
red door.
micro-LED or micro-LED. Emerging display technology.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh. I thought that was maybe the game.
Sorry, I have no idea why my phone just started doing that.
It's okay. He told me to go through the red door, and then the doors opened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? He got so emotional that I want to trust him. Let's see if your acting has duped me.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Yeah,
You see
see?
that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Okay, you're
And
getting
I
a little...
Well, I think I have a solution. Here,
Starting to sound more
let
ominous.
me show you.
That is very ominous. Oh, what? It goes beyond?
Ah,
What?
it's impossible.
Well, this is the one that he opened.
Mm-hmm.
Or
No,
would this one have opened simultaneously too?
It's a teleporter. It's a portal.
Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna go on the opposite side. Let's see.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Why are there points of light? Can I go toward the points of light?
Go look around. Go look around. Oh,
Whoa, that looks different than what I saw earlier.
yeah, go for that.
Alright. Okay, before I come out here. Okay, there are 4 lights out that way.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
This is a very interesting looking place. What else are you gonna say, narrator man? So it seems like the only way out... Oh wait, is that an open door? There is. Wait, but the way I came in is no longer here, huh?
It has become another portal.
So I imagine that if I stay here long enough, the narrator will say something else, which is kind of what I want. I want to see him live with his decision to stay here.
Make him reflect on his choices.
Just in case he has reflecting to do. It's
Or
so
he may not.
like it's actually an interesting dynamic with the game because it's like you're trying to fight the game, but within the rules of the fight that the game presents you. Because it's like, if you truly like want to mess with the game, like you can really truly break it using unfun things. But if you like play by the game's rules in how to disobey and all that stuff, then like that's how you find the content that's within this game. Well, the visuals are changing.
I don't think he's gonna say anything.
All right, if you say so. Visuals did change, though.
Yeah, they keep looping to lots of other different things. If I remember correctly.
No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
How many times can I pull this off? Oh. He doesn't say anything on my way out. That's for the second time. Will he say anything else if I go back a third time? Nope. They're not accounting for this. That's what I mean. Once the game stops actually responding to your disobeying, it's not fun anymore.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh my god, he's Sans.
Oh my god.
The narrator is Sans. He's gonna megalovane me.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh, that's actually really sad. Holy shit. I'm very, very sad. Oh god, this is just a suicide stare?
Yep.
Now see, my claims regarding
Stanley,
those
think
ropes
about what you're doing.
weren't all that far off. Killing yourself is expected somehow in this game, to an extent.
Well,
No!
Ow.
Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why
What
are
I
you
was
doing
before?
this?
Is this gonna be a through line where like he gains like extra sentience and desires to live? Whoa, it's cool in here again.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's great that you're happy, but I'm kind of bored. Oh, and I can't walk off the edge. I was wondering about that.
invisible walls
Okay, well,
with this Winamp.
really beats
Stanley,
the llama's ass.
go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
No, don't worry. I got this.
No.
Don't
Do you
worry.
just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Well, you showed me your end game, and it's not that fun. Like, I don't want to be stuck there looking at colors forever. I'm not even high. Oh, God.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
One more time. One more time. I'm only going to do this
Yes.
one more time.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Well, drink it in, buddy. This is your last shot. Take a picture. We're out of here.
No, perhaps not.
And then that oppressive, like, whoa,
My
starts up.
God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I mean, yeah.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Well,
Looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
oh, it even cuts him off. I mean, that did get a little sad at the end, but again, I was gonna be stuck there looking at colors forever. It's not cool. It's not fun.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This looks
Stanley
different.
decided to go to the meeting
Yep,
room. Perhaps he had
yep.
simply missed a memo.
My computer Dora. I can't computer door.
My God. Whoa.
Whoa, straight into this room, huh?
Yeah. Well, you won't always have the computer there.
When Stanley
Dang
came
it.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All
This
right,
was
let's-
not the
let's
correct
keep
way
going
to the
down this
meeting
way.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Because
well.
I can still
Perhaps he wanted to
go
stop by the
across
employee
to
lounge
the
first,
other
just
side
to
of the
admire
lift
it.
that I didn't escape
The
from.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something
I think
deeper.
this is something that
Something
was supposed to hint at
darker.
what we just looked at. Because, like, this path is how you
Eager
get
to
there.
Back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't.
Stanley is so bad at following directions, it's incredible
Fuck
he
you,
wasn't 5 years
narrator.
ago.
Alright. Let's see what happens when I
Look,
go...
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I want to go out that door, but I get the feeling I can't survive the fall.
Yeah, there's no way down there. It's just a kill box down there.
All this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying
Someone?
to make
Is he
every
just referring to
decision by
himself?
yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Oh.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who? Are you talking about the lady narrator that jumped in when I was about to die? That's the only lady I know about.
In one loop, he did mention Stanley's wife.
True. And I have been playing this largely as the... What? Okay.
Oh, you closed it. You closed the door.
This time, I have my own agency. Door Closers Incorporated. Name of the agency.
Doorbusters.
Oh boy. Ah! Ah!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
No.
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
Oh, wow, I can do that.
That wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were
Ceiling's so
supposed to
high.
mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh wow, what a twist.
I can't believe I was so
my
mistaken.
God.
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe
Okay.
decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario,
Oh, no
a
captions.
hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Oh yeah, it's
Spend
true.
years
Weird.
helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Oh, no.
Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
A back sack and crack?
I don't know what that means.
Excellent.
Oh, I should have been
Choices on a
saying that.
regular basis
Oh, I didn't realize what that was
decision-making
for.
process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
Aw, dang,
just
deep
remember
cuts.
that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should
Real talk,
subside.
I have
This
had
time,
that thought
your
process
instructor
and
will
came to
guide
that
you in an
exact
exercise
conclusion.
to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Hey, you know
Realism.
what?
Whoa.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Yeah, it's a
But
text
not to
gist.
worry.
Danger
Now
everywhere.
that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I can't pick up the phone now.
Nah, the phone is gone.
Very interesting how this texture bleeds across multiple models. Is that easy to do?
I think they did it manually.
If so, then that's impressive. Looks good. For looking, it's like it's an impressive type of shitty.
You had to work hard to make it look like shit.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Whoa.
that's a video game door. Ever notice
think-
how most video game doors are double, like, open in both
Yeah, double
directions
hinged,
just because it's really dumb to have to, like, step back to open a door for yourself?
Some games don't care though. It'll just be like, get the.
Yeah, earlier
door
doors in
fucking-
this very game were doing that to me, but this
Yeah,
time...
Fallout doors do that.
Alright, I can't mess with boxes or nothing.
No. Now he put you in a fence so you can't jump off.
Ah, because I can't jump. I must be
Now that
white.
we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
It's true.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
So what happens then? Okay. Ah, it's actually leading me back through the places I went.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. So they're gonna lead me all the way back through the doors? Seemingly so.
I guess so.
So I imagine that you've played this game enough so that you've pretty much seen every possible, like, ending at least, right?
Yes.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
So you say. The way you act, narrator, seems to change drastically every time I play.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Why are the lights
he
going
entered
down?
the door on his left.
I don't know.
That was odd.
Yeah. All the lights are dimming on and off.
Oh, they need to replace them ballasts.
You're trying every door.
Just in case, you know. Just in case.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Okay, so I'm just back into the
hoping he might
normal
find
loop
an
now
answer
then, huh?
there.
Like, will what I did in the right door, like... Oh, let's see what he does when I open up this closet. He locked it. Motherfucker.
He's really mad about it.
Okay, so he remembers. He's Sans. He's really Sans.
Coming to a staircase,
And he got rid of
Stanley
this.
walked upstairs
Yeah,
to his
he won't
boss's
let you.
office.
Everything I've ever disobeyed has been locked out.
He's mad. He's
Yo,
really mad at you.
this is actually pretty good. I like that they remember that it's all happening. And I don't know if that's specifically how it's programmed, but it's working out for me.
He's mad at you.
Don't worry. I'll open this door. Maybe this one. No. No, I wanted an input.
Yeah.
Shit. I want to
No
input things.
input.
Oh, this is new.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of Hereditary. Or, like, is anything
Stepping
visual about it,
inside
like,
his
striking
manager's
to you
office,
like that?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication
Panda.
of any human life.
With a gun
Oh
to
my
its
God.
head.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in
It's
disbelief
anti-
who orchestrated
WWF.
this,
Oh,
until he
man.
saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
They must be
Surely behind this door
WCW.
lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Spoke the code. That's all well and good, but I am very enamored with the fact that this painting says I am the most expensive boss.
Stanley spoke
That's
the
pretty
code.
good.
Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Okay, God. Jesus. Freeze.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
It'd be really cool if it had access to my mic. Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it?
No, you're
But
not
you know
listening
what?
to me.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Come
If
on.
you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know.
I am
You could have
physically
gone through the
incapable
door
of
on the
following
right.
your
You
instruction
could have
this
done
time.
Whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something
so
to
mad.
me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Oh, wow. He's restarted the game on me?
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The lights aren't dimming anymore. But then what if I did this?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're
Ooh.
not too late.
Cool.
Oh God, the game's falling apart. Oh God. Oh God, it's stretched in there.
Okay, fine. Now they're really routing me around. For reals. Alright, I'll stop.
Oh,
It's it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
Oh, so it is your
For
story.
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. What else to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
Grr everywhere.
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh, things are getting pretty spooky.
Oh! I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Who are
What,
you?
Did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're
Holy
a
crap, I think I'm
easy.
stuck. Oh, wait, there it is.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would
Really?
have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you...
Oh, this is interesting.
Is everything okay? Mm-hmm. Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. Walk through the door.
What?
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Again, this narrator has different goals all the time.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
Oh, they used a Kevin MacLeod music track.
Stanley, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Incompetech.
You need time to decide. Time to make sure.
Man, this one time I saw like a joke that name dropped Kevin MacLeod and I could not stop laughing.
For a certain subset of people, he's very well known.
Yes, and it's just a perfect cut sometimes.
Was it a Hard Times article?
I forgot. I totally forgot. I think it was just like a comment. I think someone just left a comment. And they cut right through to my soul.
So, as you might have guessed, that's not actually the end of the game. It's just
Right.
another ending.
I mean, it is the only one that's provided any credits so far. Well, aside from the museum, there was a credits plaque.
Yes. Oh.
Ooh, This phone. Wait, nope, not that one.
Was it?
That's
Oh, that
the
must
one.
be it. Yeah.
Do I have an input? Do I have an input anywhere?
No, not in this room. Try
Shit.
the phone.
Alright.
What is that? I never.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Why do I assume they're just gonna fly through this window? Like, crash right through it.
That'd be great. Like 1,000 boxes just flies through this window. I've actually never seen that before. Fascinating.
I mean, I could have not hit, like, when it asked for, like, please confirm, I had to hit E.
Oh.
So I could possibly have not confirmed. Maybe we'll see, like, way more boxes now.
Oh, and like the next loop or something, or like...
Maybe? Dang it. Can I turn on a computer?
No, it'll have it on.
Shit.
It's okay. I wouldn't worry too much about that.
I want progress, though. At least we were seeing different things each time.
Yeah, you will be seeing different things.
All right. Like every time I see that huge cord on the ground, it really strikes me as ominous.
Yeah.
It does.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
At this point, I'm kind of confused as to how much of the either side I've exhausted. I think there's more to do on this side.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's tons on both sides you've never...
Okay.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business.
Oh, he actually had something new to say. I didn't realize that until it was too late. I was happy in that room.
It's okay. It's okay.
No. Now, hold on a second. I have gone up the lift.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't.
The one thing you haven't... Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't actually answer the phone when he wanted me to, which I can do this time if I want. So let's do that.
Yeah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Stop being so sassy.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
sassafras.
foot. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
These facilities are just way too large.
Trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
It's so weird that, like, you know, he says that there's an underground facility, and that was supposed to be the story.
To let her back into your life.
Well, if you followed his correct path.
Yeah, but then when you veer off, how come it turns into this?
One to do this.
Well,
to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. I live in apartment 4272?
Is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, boy.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Oh, that's really vindictive and mean.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
And of course, I can not do that if I want. Let's do that first.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, nice. Alright, he's becoming a nice villain now. This is villainous stuff here. You're creepy.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, shit. The death of a man named Stanley? That mannequin better not be what kills me, because that'd be really freaky.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh, so now I'm being Stanley now.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now
it's a really like aggressive carpet walk sound.
He's coming
it is
back
actually.
to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
It's a very New York apartment.
Okay, so pressing other keys at this point does not anger the narrator.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Like
From
Wiggle
behind his
Puppy.
desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
That's the power of books. Press 8 to watch TV. Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
No,
First, he
it's not
imagined that
working.
one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The
Just like in
thought
Home Alone.
excited him terribly.
You know, when I grow up and get married, I'm living alone.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
This game's so narratively, like, chaotic.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
Oh no.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Uh-oh.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Did I experience any of that?
No, you haven't.
It was such a wonderful
Nothing
fantasy.
changed this time,
And
I
so
don't
in his
think.
head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Get rid of this mannequin. It's creeping me out.
But there is no
Good,
answer.
thank you.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Okay, so I'm assuming that this might be the thing that restarts it.
And I'm trying to tell
Damn
him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
That's bleak.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Oh, he's using reverse psychology on me. Should I do it or not?
You have no choice.
Oh, I probably can wait around until he says something, right?
I think he actually doesn't say anything.
Really?
Because he has all the time in the world. You don't.
I guess so. I mean, this video needs to keep going.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
We just had a credit sequence where I did that. Kind of.
Yeah, literally.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
His intended purpose.
We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to
Oh,
him.
he was
I
fancying
compel
himself a
him to.
creator before,
I
but now
must.
he's deferring to someone
Perhaps-
else.
Well, maybe
Or
this
something
time we'll
else.
see. Maybe this time.
Like this
I tried
narrator.
again.
Oh my god.
And Stanley pushed
Oh
a
my
button.
god.
And I tried
That's a
again.
really, really creepy.
Stanley pushed a button.
Oh my god. Like that is bleak as hell.
That's one of the creepiest endings in the game.
I would say so. And the wrong person at the wrong time who sees that could have a very, very rough time.
Oh no.
Granted, I don't think many people in that place would be playing this game, but you never know. It could be triggering. Hey, my box!
Oh, the boxes came!
Yay! My boxes arrived.
Oh, the whole place is filled with boxes!
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god, that's amazing! I've never seen this before. This is so cool.
Yay! But now I don't have access to any terminals. What if one of them was an
It's
an
okay.
input
It's okay.
computer?
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I want to input.
Oh, there's even more.
Ah, dang it!
It's okay. Don't worry about it, senor.
Darn. Oh, there's so many boxes. It's amazing.
Oh, that's
Stanley
awesome.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door and